way back.
Blue Lotus was really good. It's what the ancient Egyptians used to use as well. But they tried to make that illegal now. But my favourite currently that I'm smoking is CBD. It's like a CBD hemp tea, loose leaf hemp tea.
Okay.
You could just buy that. It's cheaper than tobacco. Lasts longer than tobacco. You just put it in a bit of the leaves in the rizzo because it's CBD. You can mix it with your bud, and it's like a nice mix.
Yeah.
You know. So it's actually much better for you, and it tastes really good, and it burns
nice. I've got. And do you feel like as a person, because obviously that we've smoking weed and all of these things, like there's always going to be like two sides in it. The other side that say, oh, drugs, this and that, and the other side that's like,
medicine.
Look, this is good for you, this is what it does for you. So it's like, do you believe, like obviously you've heard of this analogy before, anything of like nothing's really bad for you unless you abuse it. You get what I'm saying? So do you feel like more people or certain people who maybe if they get high or whatever, it might open up their minds? Do you feel like certain people should try it? Should try either weed or obviously we're going to speak about magic mushrooms and things like that. Do you feel like certain people to just basically maybe open up their minds or to maybe alter their perspective?
I feel like
if you know what I'm trying to say.
The more time when people need these things is when they've been through trauma. But then trauma actually causes addiction. So I feel like people,
Just another one.
And because you know, some people that I've known, some friends that have not really gone through much trauma in their life, they don't smoke, they don't do anything because they don't need to. They're kind of like sorted already. But when we have that, we do need certain support and certain medicines to help heal us. Not to say that we have to be on it all our lives, but definitely they are helpful
to get through certain situations, because that reality is real. Because even for me, like reality is real. So I've found out in my journey and stuff like that. Again, with obviously things will come out later on with documentaries and stuff like that about my personal life, my own stuff. But I found myself like one of the reasons why at one point I felt I was addicted to weed, because it's like I found myself. When I first started smoking weed, you see the transition from like just smoking it to just catch a vibe, to enjoy it with your friends. And then I went from that transition to relying on it to basically sometimes when I have bad days to just block out some of the stuff. So that's where obviously the more you do it, you become you start relying on it. So now the relationship with that goes. It goes from being like a healthy one to an unhealthy one. So
again, it's the tobacco as well. You'll probably find you smoke more smoke less without the tobacco. And that could help. But definitely, if we use it as a tool to help with our inner work rather than just relying on that alone. For escapism. Also, I want to touch upon you were speaking about the bud. Because I had a lot of Jamaican friends before my last area. And I was lucky to know about the like some youths don't know about. They just think skunk is like the natural one. That's the only thing.
Yeah, talk to us more about that.
It's a bit genetically modified. It has been bred, and it is. I do smoke it as well, but I also like having the natural one. The natural one will look darker, be more compressed, have seeds and twigs like Thai or Mersh.
Yeah, I was even going to ask you what you think of Thai weed.
It's a different type of high. It's got different levels of CBD and THC. The skunk has way more THC, but I think the issue, it's a sunlight issue. If it's growing indoors and if it's growing in sunlight, it is different, because if you take a skunk seed and grow it in the sunlight, it will come out more like the natural one. So I think these things do need to be taken into account. Like if everyone's just smoking the skunk, I would urge them to smoke more the natural one, or search for the natural one as well, so they can mix it or something. Yeah,
and we literally got it's 1 minute. We literally got a good 10 minutes here, which is good. For even before we carry on with this conversation, because like I always say, it's reality, it's real life. This is natural. First of all, even before this camera cuts off, I just want to say. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for making time, finally sitting down with me to having this beautiful conversation, seriously, and hopefully you can come back and be a regular as well, what I'm saying? So seriously, thank you so much, and hopefully you've enjoyed the conversation. Obviously, we're carrying on, I'm just saying it first. So thank you, man. Let's touch on magic mushrooms.
Oh, yes.
What? Because I've got, again, I don't want to keep on saying people's names too much, but I've got, again, some friends that for a good few months in terms of magic mushrooms, he keeps on saying to me that, because he says, because he lives in Bristol, and he says he drives, there's somewhere they drive in Bristol, some greens, and they pick up, because it's like it's seasonal, he says they grow at different times of the year or something like that. So he goes to me, I should try it. He goes, it will change your mind, the way you think and stuff like that. It will literally change your mind. And he goes, as long as you're not mentally in a bad place or something like that. Yeah. What do you think about magic mushrooms? And
magic mushrooms
what has been your experiences with them?
They're lovely. They help connect you with your authentic divine self.
Yeah.
They're very spiritual. The psilocybin ones I speak mostly that I know of.
Okay.
They're really great for helping rewire the brain, especially if you've had a lot of depression, or people that have had a lot of depression.
Okay.
Actually, even like scientifically studied have proven, but in my own research and even people that I know, it really helps you deal with that pain. Or I was saying earlier about sitting with yourself and going through your pain. If you take a big dose of mushroom and go by yourself, because it can be a sociable thing as well. You take mushroom with your friends, you have fun, but it can be used for a deep healing tool. Like some people are microdosing, but you could just take a big dose and be with yourself. And it's with shamanic medicine work, it's all about your intentions. Yeah. Before you take it, you have to ask specifically what you want to work, what you want it to help you with. And it's like a being. So it's a consciousness to do with, related to the earth consciousness. So when you take it, you're actually talking to yourself, you're talking to the earth, you're talking to the ancestors, you're healing your pain through it. You can sit and meditate with it, you know, and use it that way. So it's not just about for fun or for like a party. It's actually healing you. It's
healing. Because yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like this year, would you definitely recommend it, like for me to give it a try?
Definitely.
And it's like, yeah, man, like what is the dopest, like besides even magic mushrooms? Obviously it's your business and stuff like that. What's the funnest thing you've ever tried?
Oh, fun or the most healing?
What's the most healing, like, what's the most healing thing you've ever tried and you're like, wow, like this was a mad experience, this has been a good experience and stuff like that.
But you know what, meditation is the biggest healing experience you're going to get.
Yeah.
Because meditation is where you reach your own, like, your own kind of inner medicine. Like, you can transform yourself just from, like, you meditating can rewire your brain. So I think that is the biggest healing thing. If you talk about the biggest fun thing, I mean, like, Changa helps you get over fear.
What's Changa?
Changa is like a DMT thing.
Okay.
Natural herb DMT that you smoke. And
okay. And where do you usually get it from? Where could you get it from?
From people that like make it.
Okay. One of those ones, yeah. And even just moving on a little bit quickly from that, and unless you had obviously you had some more stuff to say. Moving on from that, like obviously 2021, how's the year started for you so far?
2021, how's it started for me?
Yeah, how has it started for you so far?
It started good. Like, I've got my keyboard, I've got my sitar. It started busy, and you know.
Go on with yourself.
The Goddess Gang Collective, the GGC, we're already busy planning for the next year.
Yeah.
What we're gonna do, what releases we're gonna do, and it's just staying focused and staying committed to ourselves and our growth. You know.
Yeah, and even before we leave the people for now as well, like for this year, like what is your, if you've got one, like what is like your main plan for this year, like your main plan to just obviously to keep you on your path and stuff like, what is your main plan for 2021, you know, for this year, like just keep you on the straight and narrow, to keep you on your path and to keep going? What's the plan?
My main plan is to really, I'm focusing more on the songs that I've written already. I've got like 33 songs. I'm not sure I've released all of them, but to really go into my songs that I've already written that have not been released yet, and really just work on them so that I can then put them out and share them with the world. So that's my main goal. And just more energy thing would be just to love myself literally more and more. And just to be more courageous with showing myself and being more like
just being you, like I always say, being free, being the best version of yourself that you can be, innit? You know what I'm trying to say? And yeah, man, like do you have...
I'm bringing in the goddess energy.
Absolutely.
The divine feminine.
You definitely brought the energy today. You got what I'm saying? And in terms of like you see like do you have any you see like obviously you perform and stuff like that, when is your next performance, like?
I'm not sure yet because of all the restrictions going on. When the next performance is going to be, because a lot of the venues are not allowed and things. But you know, maybe an online performance. GGC.
That'll be good.
Yeah.
Have you done one? Have you done one of them before?
I have. I've performed for Small World Festival. The summer and the spring one last year.
How did you find out? Was that good?
It was really good. My spring one was like 2 hours.
Imagine
2 hours, but I got my hardcore friends there in Small World. Yeah. I'm always at that festival.
That is really good.
It's important for me, that festival, for my music.
And I just even remembered, how can I forget? You've got your own stall, innit?
Yes.
Could you speak about that?
Oh yeah, I've got my own.
See, I literally, you see when I tell you about the voices in my head, I just remember if I said, ask about that, you forgot.
Yeah.
I've
got my own healing crystal store and jewelry that I make.
And say like if I'm watching this and I wanted to come one day to pay you a visit to check it out.
I would say follow my crystal Insta page, which is Sofreeya_crystal living, one word. Because at the moment I usually trade in Brixton Station Road, where the recreation centre, that road, on every Saturday, Saturdays. But because of the stuff that's going on, the Tier 74, whatever, I don't know when I'm going to do my store next there. But you could always check out my page and message me, and I could let you know on there. I'll let people know when I'm back.
You hear that, guys? So if you want to check out her crystals, you know exactly where to...
Yeah, because crystals are a big part of the healing. Like crystals have given me a lot of healing since they came into my life. They help you with your energy, attune your energy, because a crystal holds certain energy and certain patterns that are not changeable, and certain vibration and history and ancestral things from past lives even.
Yeah.
So crystals are very important with our DNA and our spiritual path. Definitely, meditating with crystals is a good thing.
And I've even for me, like I've tried. I'll be honest with you, because obviously all of us know, like we're just all individual people, that what might work for me might not work for you, vice versa. And all of us, we just find what works for us, innit? And I don't know what it is. Maybe just a mental stumbling block. I've tried meditation a few times, you know, and it's like still, I don't know if I'm doing it wrong. A couple of times when I did it, I just felt like my third eye or something. I felt, obviously, maybe I thought I was overthinking. I felt some pain for like 5 minutes, but through here, like I thought some